Is it the banana Batman or Bitcoin? Is that what we're doing?
Wow, as soon as I clicked the record button, you came in with that. So I think we're just going to leave that as the intro to the podcast. Hi, everybody. It's Cav Hash and Eli, and we're doing episode 3 of JustHash.Me.
Damn it!
So, yeah, episode 2, I don't know if I'm going to upload. That was a huge shit show. I think I probably will later, but I still have not got around to doing it. Probably. What?
That's probably going to be the best episode of the entire season, so you probably want to upload that.
Yeah, probably. I wasn't there, so that's what made it great. I've just been really procrastinating. So, yeah.
It does give that episode at least 10 extra bonus points for you missing the first half of it, so we'll give you that.
Yeah, and then, I don't know. It was just a clusterfuck because I had just literally, I overslept basically, and I hopped in and I rambled some about Veggie Coin and all that good shit. So, yeah. Fireger's not gonna be with us today. He is shacking up with his girlfriend or something like that. I don't know. It's like a special occasion where she comes into town for 2 to 3 days because he lives in the middle of fucking orange dirt, Australia, for the millionth time. But yeah, that's where he is.
Not everyone can live in the glorious and luxurious accommodations that Arkansas has to hold.
And what is that? We have a bunch of fucking trees, I guess. I don't know. Maybe a Walmart.
And your claim to fame is what, Clinton, right?
Oh god. Oh wow. No.
Chicken capital of the United States?
Are we really?
I don't know. I'm just guessing now.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of chicken houses here, and I mean during the summer, it's the constant smell of chicken shit being sprayed over sod farms. So, I mean, we got that going for us. Come to Arkansas and smell chicken shit.
Fantastic.
Very. I am currently pulling up the outline that we kind of made here. Yeah, so we already borked the intro, and let's see. I don't know, man. There's a few things that I want to talk about, or key things, but as far as everything else, man, this week has been seemingly a shit show for a couple of coins. I mean, the BCL drama is still going on. Like today, I am done. I'm completely done with BCL. If they want to talk about it in the Discord, go for it. But I cannot stand any more of John Gotts's stupidity, to put it that way, I guess.
Yeah, I saw some of that, and I definitely think we need to create like an own separate channel in a deep dark hole somewhere for that conversation to continue for those that care to tread down there.
And I mean, it's going to continue because the dude's a joke, and everything that he does in this industry and around his coin is just hilarious, man. Like, if like we said the first time, if there's something you want to learn as far as like running a coin, and you want to know what not to do, look at BCL. Oh, and our speculation was right about Tim getting fired. But yeah, let's see. Interplanetary broadcast coin, man. I didn't really do a whole lot of research on that initially, but I looked into it a little bit more this last week, and I think that's a fantastic platform, man. We didn't really cover it much on the actual podcast, but afterwards, our little after discussion, we had started talking about it.
Right, so that coin is the one that is the YouTube clone, basically, right?
Yeah, as I understand, it's kind of like YouTube. Users that upload videos are rewarded with coin as they gain viewers or views to their videos. And from what I understand, there's a miner that runs, I guess, in the background while a user watches a video. And I haven't quite figured out if they get or what that percentage is. If there is like 100% percentage that they get from viewers watching their videos, but I didn't quite see it in the white paper for some reason.
So it's definitely an interesting concept, but I think the big aspect of it right now is it seems to be a lot of third party uploading content, not original content. So that has the potential to kind of derail their videos pretty quickly.
Yeah, I was talking with the user IPBC. I don't know if that's the founder or what in their Discord about how they're going to handle copyright content that's uploaded to their platform. And apparently, they're supposed to be working on an algorithm that's going to automatically detect that. I don't know how, or well, I don't know. I really don't know much about it, but it's going to be interesting to see if they actually get that working. I know right now there's a little bit of copyright content up there right now.
So based on my limited understanding, they're probably going to do some fancy algorithm with some science and some software stuff that's going to make that all magic and happen very quickly and efficiently.
More or less, and from what I understand, if it detects it, it's supposed to pull the video offline or change the ownership over to the actual copyright owner. Whereas, I mean, I guess if they get big, that's cool. But I don't know if we're gonna see like Universal Pictures or anything like that up there.
Who knows? We just have to wait and see.
Yup. Um, what else happened? Oh, you want to touch any on the Ella drama?
The Ella drama with the coin tanking and everybody running scared and the devs yelling at all the people in their Discord chat.
Pretty much, man. It seems that like the lead dev had an argument with the other team members, and I guess that led to him basically demoting himself and removing himself from that server, and he made another server for Ella, and I don't know where they're going. I think it was something to do with if they're trying to make a token. I don't know if they're trying to go the ERC20 direction or what's going on there.
So the big thing that I've seen with a lot of these coins lately is just frustration with the lack of price movements, lack of volume in exchanges. As Bitcoin continues to stay stagnant, as all altcoins continue to stay stagnant, everybody's getting more and more on edge and starting to lash out at each other. It's in every group that I listen to or I'm a part of. Everybody's kind of at each other's throats. I mean, with a few exceptions. So I think that it's just going to continue before it gets better.
Yeah, who was it that dumped like $40 million in Bitcoin?
Oh, the Mont Gox thing.
Is that what it was? I thought there was something. Was that the recent event?
Yeah, so I think the idea was that they were sitting on a bunch of Bitcoin, and in order to pay their bills, right? So Mt. Gox had to settle, so they were just dumping it on the exchange, which was causing the price fluctuations in the last couple of weeks, and that was not really made public or known. So everybody was like, "What's tanking the market?" And there's just these large, structured, staggered dumps of like, you know, 40 million or some odd Bitcoin, 40 million worth of Bitcoin.
Right, and wasn't there what else did I see in the news recently? I think the U.S. Marshals are auctioning off. I can't remember exactly how much Bitcoin that they seized from what was it? That CIA agent.
Yeah, I'm not tracking that one. I do know that the SEC's kind of did a summons for a bunch of the ICO coins to kind of come to the table, and there's more talk of regulation. So the more regulation that gets put on all of this, the more scared people become, I think.
I mean, I completely understand that. But I mean, Bitcoin is they want to be what unregulated, anonymous, etc., etc. But don't you think that some sort of regulation would bring some legitimacy to this industry?
Sure. If you're gonna stop throwing change and keys at me, I think we can have a productive conversation about this.
Sorry about that.
I mean, we're having a serious Bitcoin conversation here. The next thing I know is you're throwing keys all over the place.
Listen. They were staring at me, and they had to be moved. Okay.
Is that your version of dropping dimes?
I guess. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with this reference. I'm ignorant.
The unfamiliar with. Anyway, back to the Bitcoins. He's dropping Bitcoins over here. I think I don't know what we're talking about. I think that the issue is that Bitcoin is too big for its britches, and that the regulation has to come at some point, and people are scared. and I don't really know why they're scared. Like the underlying technology is fine. It's just a regulation will help legitimize everything that we've been doing for all this time. So to me, there's really no fear for regulation if you've been doing the right thing the whole time.
Fair enough. So if the U.S. comes in and implies some regulation to the industry, how is that going to work on a global scale? You think?
I don't think it'll work on a global scale. I think that there'll be United States will probably set a standard and example for the coins that are founded and listed here. There'll be an exchange like the Dow Jones or the I don't know the other one. What's the other one? I can't think of right now. That the Nasdaq, right?
Yeah,
That
right.
coins trade on. There'll be an exchange set up like that where it can be regulated and monitored. And then like London will have an exchange, and there'll be an Asian exchange, and all of them will have to apply through a process to prove that they have something to bring to the table, and they're not just another clone of something. So it'll be harder, I think, for coins to get into the marketplace because they'll have to have prove that they have something, or they'll have to pay, which is the other concern is that you just pay to get in to play kind of thing. So right now the little guy can go copy the eth code and pop up a coin and try and modify it and change it to bring value. Where if too much regulation comes down, that won't be possible anymore.
Right. Speaking of clones, and not to change the subject, have you seen all of the Asian-based exchanges pop up lately? I know, what is it, BTC Alpha was one of those that I was looking at. I don't know if they're faking trade volume or what, or not, but it seems really high for what they've actually got on there. And I know Pearl just got listed on there. Wasn't really impressed with the trade volume on BTC Alpha.
I think what the Asian exchange has to do with the Chinese crackdown and the South Korea crackdown, all those tough language. So it's easy for, a small person, a small company to pop up in the Philippines or Micronesia or one of those other tiny countries that aren't really having that kind of language, but to still can draw that market and speak that language to the masses that are over in Asia that are looking to get on something, with the idea that if it's not in Chinese held territory or South Korean held territory, that their monies will be safer and that there'll be less ability for them to affect what they've been doing or trying to do.
Word.
I say all of that, and the only thing you have to say is word.
Word. I mean, I really don't have anything to follow with that. So the best you get is word.
This is ridiculous. What are we even doing?
Shooting the shit about crypto. That's what this is all about.
That should be the new name. That's this week's episode. Just disaster crypto.
Disaster crypto. Well, I kind of feel like our first episode was too rigid, like you said. So, I mean, just having a casual conversation about cryptocurrency seems to be the best way to go, in my opinion.
I think that we should make some songs about crypto going forward.
I thought there was already a song about, I mean, Hodl Gang. I mean, should we play that?
Not the Hodl Gang. I'm talking like an Akroma, You've Got My Heart, or Give Me All the Pearls so I can turn them into a necklace or something. I don't know.
Okay.
You don't think there's a marketplace for crypto-based music?
I mean, that's why we have Music Coin, right?
Whole separate topic, my friend.
I mean, if you're talking about making songs about, specific cryptocurrencies, I guess you could. I mean, I'm sure there's some floating around out there right now about Bitcoin.
Yeah, maybe. We'll have to find them.
I mean, I can always just pop open YouTube here.
The great, wonderful world of YouTube for the crypto music channel.
Let's see here. I'm just going to type in Bitcoin song and see what we get.
Bitcoin song. That's got to be quite original, I think.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure if I could, be more specific with it and actually get something.
Meanwhile, while we're waiting for your YouTube Google skills to take over, have you seen the recent price of Pearl? It dropped down below 6,000 sats today.
Really? No, I after it dropped like below 70 cents, I'm just kind of stopped. I mean, I really want to hold that coin. I think, that platform could be amazing, but there's just so much stuff going on in the industry right now that's causing everything to drop, and I don't even want to think about it.
So I think the silence is another big factor, right? There used to be a strong community there. The devs were very active, and now silence. And I know it's a lot of silence because they're trying to get on more exchanges and larger exchanges, but the silence is deafening over there.
Yeah, that's really concerning to me. That whenever I first got into Pearl, like that's what really attracted me to the coin initially was the community. Everybody was helpful and wanted to talk to each other. The devs were always there to chime in and participate, and that's just not been the case lately.
Speaking of Pearl, on a positive note, our giveaway winner will soon be receiving his package in the
That's
mail.
right, Chuck Prime, dude. Appreciate you coming in to Discord and hanging out with us. Yeah, you. Hopefully you like your stuff.
Please allow 3 to 5 business days for shipping.
Yeah, that too. Man, I'm really not seeing anything here. I see a Bitcoin song. I don't know. I'm afraid to play any of this shit.
So there's an untapped market, is what you're saying. I think we found a new avenue of approach with cryptocurrency.
Yeah, definitely. If there's any musicians out there that want to tap this, game over. Never mind.
The cryptocurrency music aspirations, I think, is what you're talking about.
Exactly. Oh man. Yeah, it's like I was talking to my boss the other day, and I was like, you know what? Just go ahead and fire me. And I think I ended a big paragraph that said, I was supposed to say just lay me off, but I forgot the off. My boss responds like, there will be no laying of Eli today.
Word?
Word. Good way to just stop it right there. Anyways.
What, are you trying to quit your job because you're now a Lambo owner?
Yeah, with all that nodes that I hold. No. Well, my boss and I, we screw around with each other all the time. It's a fantastic business relationship to have. So there's always antics whenever I leave in the morning on Sundays.
After working and slaving away for all the monies that you pour back into the nodes.
All the nodes, man. I'm all about the nodes. So I'm gonna quit looking at YouTube because it's just unproductive here. The results that I wanted are just not there. Let's look at our outline and see where we should pick up some direction from.
You mean get back on topic because we're just rambling and spiraling off into chaos and darkness?
That's the best. It's the best. Oh yeah, we never did we finish talking about interplanetary broadcast coin?
Garbage. Next.
Rude. What was Fire's topic? Talking about the banks in Australia freezing accounts for those that were involved in Bitcoin.
Lame. Next.
Calf Hash's topic. Something about potentially unlawful SEC issues. Something that seems pretty lame.
Well, that sounds way too complicated for me. That definitely was not my topic.
Were you drunk when you put that in the outline?
Word.
Okay, well, I see the problem with using it as a. Never mind. Just never mind.
So IBCBP CP, the interplanet coin, is not garbage. It's an okay coin. I don't want Pistol to be mad at me when she hears this, tomorrow or whatever.
Or next month at this rate.
Well, it is interesting. I do, like I mentioned before, I do like any kind of coins that talk about the DRM thing because I think the blockchain and all the technology and the transactions and stuff that goes with that is really useful for music or videos or any of that stuff. So any coin that can kind of try and approach that in any way, I think has value in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. And one thing that I guess I wanted to point out is they initially started off with the crypto note config that rewarded 10,000 coin per block.
It seems like a lot.
Just a little bit. So if you got in early on IPBC, then, well, congratulations.
IBPC CP millionaire.
CCCP?
IBCP CP. I don't. It's too many letters for me. 4 is like way too many to try and keep straight.
CCCP?
And,
Motherland?
and interplanetary broadcast coin is just too much to say. So they need like a better acronym.
How about BC, just broadcast coin?
Oh, I like it. From now on, she'll be known as BC.
Okay. So, yeah. You got anything that just wants to roll off your tongue there?
Word.
No, that's just not going to work, buddy.
Oh, we need to actually talk about a topic then. So let me think.
So while you're thinking, I just want to tell you that I had Cracker Barrel for lunch, and it was fantastic.
How does that contribute to the conversation in any way, shape, or form?
It does not. Hi.
Well appreciated. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, in the world of crypto, why we can get back on topic, I think it's an interesting aspect to look at the recent debacle with the confusion in cryptocurrencies, the blockchain technology as a whole, and where we think this is going. Is it going to crash and burn? Is it going to level off and plateau? Or is it going to finally bottom out and then skyrocket to the moon?
Just taking crypto as a whole?
Sure.
I mean, the technology right now is still fairly new. I mean, there's constantly teams that come out with a coin that have some sort of technological advancement that they're working towards. So I think, yeah, we're still in the beginning stages of this, and I don't think it's anywhere near plateauing or failing at this point. At the same time, I don't see it, skyrocketing to the moon. Let's be realistic.
So, I mean, we're all still being profitable mining just barely above electricity cost right now, right? I mean, from what I've seen, pretty much everybody's still above electricity.
Yeah.
But at a certain point, if we continue this rate, probably within the next 30 days, we're going to reach the point where miners are going to have to shut off their rigs.
Well, if that's the case, then I'll just bite the bullet and eat the cost. But yeah, as far as like those large farmers go that have, a whole freaking warehouse dedicated to mining, yeah, that's definitely going to be the case because they're not going to be able to afford to pay their bills anymore.
So what would you see as kind of an indicator of this? When you start seeing the large farms shut down and hundreds of thousands of GPUs flooding eBay and the like?
I mean, that would be the first telltale sign of, I mean, but I don't think we're going to see that though, because everybody has a hodl mindset. A hodl mindset.
I think at a certain point though, when you're not being profitable, and if you've got 1,000 GPUs that you're mining with, and it's going to cost you, $20,000 a month to mine something that may or may not, that may keep dipping, is it going to be worth it at that point, or you just shut it off and hold?
See, that would be my strategy, is just shut it off and hold, because I mean, there's a good possibility that it's going to recover.
Maybe, or maybe ASICs is the way of the future.
Yeah, I'd probably shut everything down and sell the day that ASICs come out for ETH.
Right, and really that's the big point we're at now, is that if that ever happens, then, or I mean, we're all in trouble.
Yeah, but I mean, you have to. I guess they would have to figure out a way to overcome the DAG file.
With enough monetary incentives, I mean, anything is possible.
I mean, if that was the case, I mean, Ethereum's been out for how long? Why isn't there an ASIC for it yet?
It's a good point.
Fat and I had this discussion. Not well, yeah, I guess it wasn't too long ago. Maybe maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that. And wow, my son is screaming like crazy. Anyways, the biggest obstacle the manufacturer is going to have is being able to generate the DAG, because that's going to introduce a whole new wrench into the cogs. So
It's definitely something interesting to talk about for sure.
yeah, perhaps we can really do some research on that, and we can, if we want to, we can get into the nitty gritty details of all the technical shit at a later time.
Whoa. This is not a research-based production, is it?
Just a little bit. I don't want to be going out and spreading FUD and just ignorance.
Oh, well, maybe we should all do our research on the next week's topics.
Oh, you mean we have it?
Sure.
Wow, that's depressing.
Listen, not all of us can be as awesome as you.
I know, right? I mean, it's not like I gave y'all, I don't know, 4 days, something, 5? I don't know.
Listen, we're not supposed to discuss the intimate inner workings of our crack team of podcast operations.
I think you mean shit show.
No, this is a high quality production we're putting on right now.
Like in terms of voice quality or actual content?
Well, I guess that'll be up to the community to let us know which way that one falls.
Yikes. Yeah, that's gonna go worse than fucking BCL's announcement on BTC.
Whoa. We're nowhere near that level yet. I mean, we at least have some semblance of, sanity.
And basic fucking crypto knowledge.
I mean, I haven't yelled at anybody lately on our Discord, so.
And hopefully it never comes to that. I would like, the Just Hash Discord to be an open place of discussion, regardless of your opinion. However,
a friendly, happy place full of unicorns and sunshine and rainbows.
Sorry, you said unicorn. The first thing I think of is that fucking unicorn on the commercial that poops out rainbow ice cream.
The Squatty Potty?
Yes!
It's a wonderful invention.
Yeah, I was trying to rig up something like that in my bathroom, but I feel like just getting a regular step stool and put it in front of the pot is gonna be, yeah.
Just so everyone's tracking, Squatty Potty is not a paid sponsor of this fine program.
Oh god.
Although we'd surely take their money if they wanted.
Hey man, I endorse putting a step stool in front of your toilet there. It's amazing.
Fully endorsed.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Please click the link in the description below.
What link? What description?
I don't know. I'm assuming that this is going to get posted somewhere, and then we'll, you'll do all the linking, and then we'll get the referrals, and then we'll be, millionaires based off of the people clicking the link.
I don't know about that. Yeah, I just don't know.
No one knows.
I really feel like we should add video to this and live stream it. That would be something to work towards in the future. But I think Cav wants to remain anonymous and not seen but heard.
I mean, we can do that. I'll just put like a bag over my head or something.
What the actual fuck?
No, maybe like wear one of those green guy suit things.
That'd be really fucking creepy.
Or we'd get more views.
Maybe. You change your nickname to Mr. Anonymous or some shit?
No. I think this is fine.
I think a paper grocery sack with just some eye holes cut out, that'd be mint.
Perfect.
Well, and a mouth hole, I guess. Wow, this says never mind.
No, I think it'd be perfect just like that. Draw like different faces on it for every week.
So
Definitely be very productive.
yeah, I think so. It would be something the users could look forward to. What face does Cav Hash have today?
Well, now that we've gone fully off the rails,
this train is fucking derailed like I don't know, 10 miles back.
but we're having fun here, and that's all that matters.
Truth. Is there any coin that you're excited about, other than what we've talked about?
Pink coin.
Oh yeah, that's right. The booby coin, right?
No, the charity coin thing.
Yeah,
Finally got my staking working, so that's exciting.
I thought they supported breast cancer and stuff like that.
Yes, that is accurate.
Yeah, so booby coin. But what other charities do they support there?
You can't get them confused because there is a coin specifically for that as well as pink coin. So they're two separate things.
No, there is a booby coin. Have we not covered that?
I don't think there's much to cover.
What's it called? Is it called booby coin?
Titty coin?
No, okay.
Yes, it's quite appropriate for its purpose and logo and image, but it's just a meme coin. It's nothing really.
No, I thought it was a legit charity that went to save the boobies.
Oh no, these guys are just about the money.
That's depressing.
Possibly. And then there's also, the Acroma coin, and I'm the GoByte fan, and still a fan of Pearl, even though it's tanking pretty fast now.
Speaking of Acroma, what are they sitting at as far as value?
Let me give 1 second. I'll look it up.
Oh, never mind. The last exchange command from Reeves in their Discord shows that the last price in USD is 18 cents.
That's right about where their average is at, though, so that's not too bad.
I got screwed then because I bought in at 20. Or was it 22? Something like that. I bought like 150 Acroma the other night.
Yeah, I think 16, 17 is where it's been sitting, and it's bounced between anywhere from 15 to 25. I think I saw it hit 30 one time. But usually it's between 25 and 17 is kind of the average.
So are you excited about their whole masternode thing they've got going on?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting, it's cool, and right now it's cheap enough that people can still kind of get in without too much um, mining power and too much money if they want to just straight buy in. So really the coin is low enough in value that's got really only one place to go, which is up, where a lot of the other coins that we talked about and discussed have kind of already hit their peaks, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, there's always room to go down. They're sitting at 18 cents right now, so I mean we could see 1 cent or sub.
But when Bitcoin hits 100,000 this year, then we'll all be millionaires, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, about that. I mean, if we're just going to keep dumping hundreds of millions of dollars in Bitcoin, I don't know if we're going to see that or not.
Dude, this summer is that what everybody's saying? This summer is when Bitcoin is going to skyrocket to $100 million. I mean, all the experts say $100 million this year.
Wait, what? 100 what?
McAfee's been saying it. Roger Ver's saying it. Like everybody's saying 100 million Bitcoin this year.
I just don't see that happening.
I mean, I'll be happy if it hits and stays at 15 to 20. So
yeah, that guy at work nearly lost his shit whenever it tanked last time, and apparently he holds like 3 BTC or something like that. And
who's that?
What's that? Oh, a guy from work. Yeah, he holds a few Bitcoin. He got in early, and everybody's whenever it hit 20K, everybody's like sell, and he's like, nah, I'm just gonna hold it. It's gonna go up, and then it tanked, and he nearly lost his shit.
Yeah, I would be pretty upset if I had opportunity to sell out at 20 and I did not. But I mean, that's where a lot of people are at now, right? Some people sold at 20 and are smart individuals who did that, and other people are just itching for it to go back up there.
I mean, if they sold at 20, they had a clear opportunity to buy in again at what's the lowest it's gotten to?
55 is what I saw.
Ooh. Yeah, they could have made some profit there, but I mean that's all in the past and too late now.
It's too late to turn back time.
I feel like that's a song or something.
I mean, it's a crypto song.
you gonna produce that?
I think that we could probably pull that off. Sure, absolutely.
Well, coming 2020, guys. Calf Ash and Eli make some kind of weird fucking crypto song.
Oh, we're running all the way for the top. We're going to be president, vice president. It's going to be phenomenal.
That's scary. So I'm sitting here looking at the headlines, and 8 hours ago, Bitcoin price will hit 1 million by 2020, says John McAfee.
See, I mean, it's bound to happen. It's truth.
The troll is hard with you.
Well, I think that it's possible. It's also possible that's worth $500 at the end of the year too. So
I don't know. I guess the way things have been going, I really see the latter as being a realistic possibility.
nah, I mean, I think Bitcoin will probably stay right about where it's at for months before it makes any move one way or the other.
I would agree with that as well.
I give it 6 months before we get a true indication of which direction it's going to go at the earliest. I mean, there's going to be enough people who are like, oh, no, it's not dying. I'm going to buy in now. It's going to keep it kind of bouncing along on a float. And once all the SEC drama stuff fleshes itself out is really where you're going to see that'll be the true indicator of which direction this ends up going, my opinion.
Word.
Word.
All right. Well, I'm gonna plug our little merch shop here. If you guys want to have some merch with your favorite coins logo on it, go to JustHash.Me and
click the link in the description below.
Okay, sure. I just feel
Is that
like
not a thing we're doing?
Yeah, well, we can do that. I just feel like our description's going to end up being like I don't know, 50 links.
Pink coin, and the other one that I said earlier, and this one. That's only 3.
Fine. Click the link in the description below.
All right, I'll let you continue now.
And you can have some swag with your favorite altcoin on it. And if we don't have it, tell us, and we'll do it.
Or you can get a JustHash.Me mousepad, which is super awesome.
Yeah, I actually ordered one of those, and I'm going to. I ordered an Acroma, and what else was it? A Hotel Bite mousepad as well, which I'll probably end up giving away as soon as I get them. But we'll save that for episode 4. I'll give you the details. Well, actually, it may be episode 4 or episode 5. It depends on when I actually get the merchandise in my grubby little hands.
Stay tuned for next week's episode where we decide what we're doing.
What, are we done?
I don't know. I think we're done.
Okay. Well, if you've listened this far, you're a freaking trooper, and I love you. Thank you for joining us.